Everyone. So, this is the lecture series on some important interview questions and answers on machine learning. These questions being selected from different examinations and interviews that were already conducted, and I think that these questions will help you to prepare for any interview that is based on machine learning. So, let's start. Myself, Dr. Dibya Bora, and I have my specialization on machine learning and artificial intelligence, computer vision. So come to the first question. Why means what do you understand by the term machine learning? So machine learning is nothing but a subfield of artificial intelligence, which is broadly defined as the capability of a machine to imitate intelligent human behavior. Artificial intelligence systems are used to perform complex tasks in a way that is similar to how humans solve problems. I know that you already aware with the definitions of artificial intelligence. By the artificial intelligence, that term, we means those machines which will be able to imitate our behavior, human behavior, right? Of course, intelligent human behavior. So similarly, as I have said that machine learning is a subfield of AI. So with this machine learning, we try to do the same. Like for example, robots are coded in such a way that they can perform the tasks based on the data they collect from sensors. They automatically learn programs from the data and improve with experiences. Next, why this machine learning was introduced? In early days, many systems use this hard-coded tools of if and else decision to process the data or adjust the user input, right? You know that. We today also we depend on this if and else based conditions and decisions, right? Now think of a spam filter whose job is to move the appropriate incoming email messages to a spam folder. But with the machine learning algorithms, we are given ample information for the data to learn and identify the patterns from the data. Unlike the normal problems, we don't need to write the new rules for each problem in the machine learning. We just need to use the same workflow, but with a different data set. So rather than doing the things manually, means for every different input, we merely design one machine learning based approach which will automatically do the same for any type of new data, the following that pattern. Next, what are the different types of machine learning algorithm? This is a very important question. We usually answer it like supervised machine learning, unsupervised machine learning, but believe me, actually they are supervised machine learning, unsupervised machine learning, and also two more are there, that is semi-supervised machine learning and reinforcement learning. So these are the types: supervised, unsupervised, semi-supervised, and reinforcement learning. Okay. So you can see from this figure, supervised learning, unsupervised learning, semi-supervised, and reinforcement. In case of supervised, like problems like housing price prediction, medical imaging. In case of unsupervised, like customer segmentation, market basket analysis. Then semi-supervised learning, some examples like text classification, land finding on GPS data. Similarly, reinforcement learning, we have examples like optimize marketing and driverless car. This is very important. Driverless cars falls under reinforcement learning. You may be probably given some problem like tell me where this customer segmentation belong, means in which particular machine learning this approach. So this will belong under supervised learning. No, this will belong under unsupervised learning because the segmentation means we are grouping the things. And whenever we are grouping the things, this will come under clustering, and that is falling under unsupervised learning. Now let's come to the next question, that is explain supervised machine learning techniques with examples. Now, what happens that we train the machines with some data set, right? If the data set is leveled one, means we have some information about the data that belonging to the data set, then we call that machine learning approach as supervised machine learning. So do remember, we use leveled data set for supervised machine learning. And based on the training, the machine predicts the output, right? Here a level data specifies that some of the inputs are already mapped to the output. More precisely, we can say first we train the machine with the input and corresponding output, then we ask the machine to predict the output using the test data set. So two data sets are here. One is train, another is test. Train is for training the machine, and then test for testing its accuracy. Example, suppose we have been given an input data set of cats and dog images. So first we'll provide the training to the machine to understand the images such as shape, size of the tail of the cat and dog. Means this is the particular cat's tail, this is particular dog's tail. Then similarly shapes of eyes, color, height. Like you know that dogs are usually taller than cats. Okay, may not be in general, but means may not be in some specific cases, but in general, dogs are taller than cats. Then what is the features with respect to tail of cat and dog? So these things will be provided in the training data sets. Now, after completion of training, we input the picture of a cat and ask the machine to predict or identify that which object this is, whether it is cat or dog. Right. Now, based on the already trained features of the objects like height, shape, colors, eyes, and arms and tails, etc., then it will give you an output that, yeah, it's a cat if it is a cat. So it will put that particular object in the cat category. So this is the process of how machine learning works with respect to supervised learning approach. You can see this from figure that this is a cat, level photos, this is dog. Features are accepted, and based on that, we go for testing. So the main goal of the supervised learning technique is to map the input variable with the output variable, like some important applications like risk assessment, fraud detection, spam filtering. Okay. Now, what are the categories of supervised machine learning technique? Then usually there are two: classification and regression. Now, classification means they are used to solve the classification problems in which the output variable is categorical. What I use the term categorical means either yes or no, male or female, red or blue, like that. This classification predicts the categories present in the dataset. Some real world examples like spam detection, email filtering, like is it a spam mail? Is it a suppose non-spam mail? Okay. So this is falling under classification. Keyword, categorical variables, right? Then some important algorithms coming under classifications are like random forest, decision tree, logistic, and support vector machines, like that. Then regression. Now, regressions means these are the algorithms we use to solve regression problem in which there is a linear relationship between input and output variables. Means we try to predict continuous output variables. What I have said, continuous, not categorical, right? Like you are trying to predict the market trends, weather predictions, like that. So we use the term continuous for regression. We use the term categorical for classifications. Now, some popular regression algorithms are like simple linear regression algorithm, multivariate regression algorithm, decision tree algorithms, Lesho algorithm. So it's now on you that to go through this algorithm, and if you need some detailed information, obviously in some of my lectures, I already covered this in some of my machine learning lectures, but still if you want to know more, you go through it, search it. Okay. Now, what are the advantages? Next question is, what are the advantages and disadvantages of supervised learning? Advantages means this algorithm work with the level data set, so we can have an exact idea about the classes of objects, right? These algorithms are helpful in predicting the output on the basis of prior experience. This is the advantage. So obviously accuracy goes higher. Then disadvantage means this algorithm are not able to solve complex tasks. Also, it may predict wrong output if the test data is different from the training data. If you provide a trace data that is different, means mostly different from the training data, then you may get some wrong output. It requires lots of computational time to train the algorithms. These are coming at the disadvantages. Okay. Now, if we talk about the application, is our next question is that what are the applications of supervised learning? Yes, we use in many applications like tax categorization, face detection, signature recognition, customer discovery, spam detection, weather forecasting, predicting housing prices based on the prevailing market price, stock price prediction. These are the few important applications of supervised learning. Okay, so I hope this is enough for today. This is the part one of this lecture series, that is interview questions for machine learning, important interview questions on machine learning. Now we will meet in the part two of this lecture series, and we'll cover more and more important questions that are frequently asked in the interview related to machine learning based jobs. That's it for today. Thank you.